All right, we are nearing the end of this course and we're already at a ridiculously loud volume because, as I promised, this course is about achieving maximum loudness to get that wall of sound effect that you hear on commercially released tracks. Now, the last thing we did was use this glue compressor here to kind of introduce a mix of parallel compression as well as distortion to shave off the peaks of this track so that they don't smash into the limiter. Now, we could have gone at 100% and completely flattened the sound wave of this track, but that's not what I want to do, and especially not with one single plugin. Now, another trick that I use and a lot of producers use to achieve even more loudness is, of course, again, this glue compressor that we talked about, and as well as using more clipping, except this time it's not soft clipping, it's hard clipping. So soft clipping kind of introduces the clipping gradually. Hard clipping is a very linear trimming of the transients on the waveform. And the way I do that is using this free plugin. It's called Wave Shaper right here, and it's by this company. It's Dutch or German. I can't really read that. But if you take a look at that and you just search it on Google, you'll find it. It's free. It works on Mac and Windows, and it's a really handy little tool for not only achieving loudness, but a lot of mixing effects and things like that. So I'm going to drop it after the glue compressor, but before the smexoscope so I can see what it's doing. And the function here is kind of what the plugin is doing. So if I click on the function, I'm going to go to hard clipping. I'm going to set the dry wet to 100%. And then the threshold is going to determine how much of the peaks we trim off. Now, a lot of them were already trimmed by this glue compressor, but there's still a little bit more that maybe we can shave off. All right, and again, I'm going to use the smexoscope here to take a look at the waveform, and you're going to see live what's going on as I pull the threshold down. Okay, so you can see that if I pull the threshold down too low, you hear that horrible distortion. And that's what will happen if you overdo it with these clipping plugins, is you get that nasty distortion that's not what you want. So all I did with this plugin is shaved a little bit more off of those transients before we hit the limiter so that we can achieve the maximum loudness we can reach. All right, so that is it for hard clipping. This is a very, very handy little plugin. It's completely free, so download it, play around with it, mess around with it. It's great for mixing, and it does wonders in mastering if loudness is what you're going for.